Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. For those that have been asking for the pattern on how I made my Ankara lined open jacket, here it is guys.
If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel or you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button and also don't forget to click the bell so you get notified of new videos. So let's get into the video.
So first off, I'm going to start writing my line of fold just so that I know that's where it is, and this is going to be my top line. So on that top line, I'm going to insert my shoulder measurement. Mine is 6.75. That my shoulder measurement is 13.5 divided by 2, which is 6.75, and then I add half an inch allowance to it. Now on that shoulder measurement, I'm going to mark vertically down my arm sky measurement plus, which is 8 inches, plus half an inch allowance for joining at the top. I actually started this the same way you would a normal bodice. So now on this line at the arm sky area, I'm going to insert my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to be adding 1.5 inch allowance. Now depending on how free or how fitted you want your jacket to be, you can add more allowance to it. So I add 1.5 inch allowance to my bust measurement divided by 4. Now that's it. I actually used a chalk so that you'll be able to see more clearly. So I'm going to mark my waist measurement now. For this, I did not need an under bust measurement since it's an open jacket. So after marking vertically down, which I usually like to do 2 reference points, I join the point horizontally, and at that measurement I insert my waist measurement divided by 4. So yeah, very simple. Once I do that, I'm going to add 1.5 inch allowance to it. If you have watched the open jacket tutorial video, you realize that I did not put that, but in this case, if you decide you want to do that, then that is up to you. You can try to put your allowance for that on your waist measurement. So, and I'm going to join my bust measurement, my bust line to my waistline. Then I get my French curve and then curve my arm sky. So if you want to get these curved rulers, I'm going to link it up in the description box. You can get them from AliExpress. I got the set actually. So now I'm going to mark my hip measurement, the vertical measurement, that's my shoulder to hip, and then on that line I'm going to insert my hip measurement divided by 4 with an extra 1.5 inch sewing or hemming allowance. Like I said, you can try to add more allowance to this depending on how free you want it to be. So that is up to you. Now I actually started with the back measurement because the back measurement is not open at the back. So I start with the back and I'm going to use the back to cut the front. So now I've done the hip, and then at the bottom of the pattern I put the exact measurement for my hip plus allowance, and then I draw a straight line across. And this is if you want your jacket to be straight from the hip down, but if you want it flared, I flared it out from the waist to the hip using that as a guideline and then all the way down. That is exactly how I did my open jacket. Now to my waistline, I use my French curve to sort of curve that sharp edge so that when I'm cutting that on fabric, I don't have that sharp edge like that. And then if I will do the same if I'm cutting a straight jacket, but just for the purpose of this tutorial, just to chip that in. But if it's the flared side, of course you would not need that, you just need that on the straight part. So yeah, I'm all done with this part of the pattern. So now I'm going to move to the neck side. So I'll be marking 1 inch for my shoulder slants. I mark 1 inch. Then once I'm done with that, I divide my shoulder measurement plus allowance into 2, and then the folded part of my tape rule, I mark it at midpoint, and then I join my shoulder slants. Yeah, so the rest will serve as my neckline. So for the back, I'll be removing half an inch for the neck depth. You don't want the neck of your back to be very low, and then I get my French curve and then draw that out. So that's basically it. So if you're doing the front, for the front, now if for a shirt with collar, you go about 2.5 inches down. That's for my bust size. You go about 2.5 inches down. But for my jacket pattern, I actually went 5 inches down because I wanted it to be low. But But if you want your neck high up in front, you can go about 2.5, 3 inches, 3.5 inches. So yeah, I'm all done with that. Like I said, this is my back pattern. For shirts or jackets that open in front, you start your pattern from the back first and then use the back to cut the front, but make sure you keep your neckline in mind. So I'm going to cut the pattern out and then show you guys how it looks. So yeah, this is it, guys. Like I said, very simple. So I get another paper just to show you something. Now the pattern that I have cut out, I'm going to, normally if I want to cut the front, I place the pattern on it. Now if you want to make your jacket a little bit closed, you can add an extra allowance. You can add an extra allowance to it. Also on fabric, if you've watched the tutorial, please do that on how I actually use the pattern to cut the fabric and then I sew. So you can leave allowance, like I said, for your pattern, and then you're good to go. You just cut it out. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye guys.